Hi, everybody. Welcome to MMR night. How you doing? Imagine. Sorry. Sorry, it took a bit. Was having a little technical difficulty, and also
YouTube autoplay to talk.
I'll see how long I can go. I should be okay now. I was not feeling good earlier. I was a bit queasy, but it went away luckily like 45 minutes ago-ish.
Is the model? Are you going with this model?
I know it's a little high.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It doesn't. It's still a little high.
I know Spoons' material.
But
What
happened? What the fuck do you do?
I turned my head and my neck popped.
God damn it. God damn it.
Stop hurting yourself.
I can't help it.
And a fun curse, Kindercall. Embarrassing childhood memory. Wouldn't that be like the opposite of a curse? Oh, cast. Oh, cast. I heard can't. Alright, read can't. Cast. Oh, God. That's just normal. That's not even a curse. That's like... That's constant for most of us. That's unending. You always remember it. Alright. Back into things. Oh, I need to check. I think I'm leaning forward a little bit. Hold on. Also, let me turn on my magic. There we go. You don't let me find. Come on. I see it. Come on. Let me. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's better. See how long I can last. I should be okay now. Queasiness passed finally. Somehow it feels like it has been a while.
Indeed.
Guild, sweet guild. Hello, darlings. Why do you sound tired?
It's been a really long fucking weekend, Miss Kise.
Is it not supposed to be a good thing? Yes!
It's why I said Mrs. They're married. You're married now.
As you said, miss.
Oh. Okay, I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Right. I'm sorry for not attending the wedding. Something very, very dire came up.
It is fine, darling.
Appreciate it.
We did make sure to get some magical recall for it. We have a nice little stone that we can rewatch it when we want to.
I'd like that. Yeah, well, if I can even see it. I keep forgetting that magic doesn't have the same effect on me as it does other people.
Do not know if anyone did anything else, but no technology. Hello, darling. How have you been, dear?
I'm doing just fine. And yourself?
Oh, excellent. It's been lovely so far. I feel as if you're going straight back to the honeymoon after this, just taking a, let us say, breather for a bit. Bit of normalcy between the enjoyment.
You're having fun.
Always.
I thought I could hear trouble.
What are you talking about? I have no idea.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You are trouble. What do you want to be?
I suppose when I want to be is the key word.
Exactly.
Right now I very much want to be.
Although, speaking of trouble, you'll be proud of Momo. She managed to break into my pantry.
Oh, excellent! I knew she could do it. She learned from you, did she not?
More than likely.
Yeah, it's
She
not
worked out how to cause a distraction involving the other Pokemon. I turn around, I see the pantry door is unlocked, and she's in there eating an entire box of cereal.
She's doing so well now. I suppose we have also been, yes, we did get into a bit of trouble so far.
I am proud of her for getting in there. But that was a lot of cereal that she ate.
We'll pay for the cereal.
It's fine.
At least it was something
It's not an
healthy.
issue, trust me.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse.
You do
Yes, I
know
suppose it could have been.
that cereal is just literally coated in sugar, right?
Most are these days.
But it is the cereal that is supposed to be for breakfast. That is supposed to be what people... Most balanced meal of the day, is what I've heard recently.
It is, but not all cereal the grain is healthy. Cereal the food is not always healthy.
Yeah, sometimes it's quite literally got marshmallows in it.
But it is not entirely candy. It is not the same.
True.
No.
Yes, so it is fine.
Well. Okay. Alright. You win this time on a technicality.
As always.
Well, at least a lot of cereals are enriched with a lot of vitamins and minerals these days.
Exactly.
You haven't actually looked what's on the back of a box of Fruit Loops, have you?
No, I haven't. Why would I?
It has fruit in it.
I don't eat food.
No. No, it does not have fruit in it.
It very much does not.
How can they call it Fruit
It
Loops?
I know
alleged,
that much at least.
because it
It's fruit
allegedly tastes like fruit. Artificial sweeteners and sugar.
Hello, Kami. Hey, Jemmy. Hi, Pedro.
Actually, I have had to look into cereals for Valentine at least.
Well, it is... Oh. We do not have to focus on that right now. She did... Well, she got a reward for being very clever. Let us focus on that.
See, the other times I've caught her is because she struggled with the child lock.
Mama was one of your own children, I thought.
Made note that the
No.
No.
It was a Pokemon.
Oh, I see.
Yes, yes.
That would be my second.
Florigato.
I'm gonna make a note that the doors to the security office are ridiculously hard to get to and unlock and get in.
I believe that is the point.
Yeah, sometimes
That's probably by design.
No, I'm talking about the fact that I'm 4 feet tall and I can barely reach the door handle to get to at least the front half so I can
That.
deposit my weapons.
We do need a shorter turn as well, or perhaps a larger...
I got so tired of dealing with it that I put a grapple hand on this right arm so I can.
But yes, but not
my
everyone
hand
has a
up
grapple
and
hand.
Pull it down. Fair.
Yes, but
I also made.
we
Oh, hello there.
eventually got a smaller door into the larger one.
Hello.
I also made Thing Protocol.
Oh.
I can detach my right
Yeah,
hand.
that is
and
what
it
is it
goes
for.
Across the room and unlocks it.
That is mildly unsettling.
There's a reason why it's called the Thing Protocol. It's named after the Addams family. Little hand.
I'm aware.
You simply need one of those handles
It's a
that
good concept,
is
but there's
long,
something disconcerting about
like a
just
bar.
Well, that's a
disembodied
reptile.
hand just going.
This could do the same for the medical wing. By the way, I could not open the door by myself, at least now.
Seems like
Your own
the
hand.
flux took your voice.
What? Oh, really? I was just saying I probably could not open the door either way. Well, at least not now.
Well, at least you can fly.
Well, yes, but that does not mean I could open the door. I could land on the
That's
doorknob.
true. Yes, if you don't have enough mass to actually move it, then it's a moot point.
Yes. Luckily, there are plenty of people who can open the door for me.
Luckily, yes.
One day I will get to watch Jerry struggle with these doors.
He can just ask as well.
Yes, I suppose he could. How does he open doors in the day-to-day?
He quite literally uses his mouth.
That sounds extremely unsanitary.
That
Yes.
is
This is also
true.
Jerry we're talking about.
Yes, I suppose he wouldn't care, would he?
No, not particularly.
Well, on the lines of I doubt anything like that could cause trouble for him.
I
Yes, but-
cannot tell you how many times I had to tell him not to stick his tongue in the toaster.
Hi, Nikolai. How are you doing?
Oh, goodness. No, I do.
So long as he does not slobber on the door
after
handles
him.
for other people.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
He got a lot better at it. But when he first started off, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm glad he's gotten better. No doubt we all prestidigitate the doorknobs every day for at least for our particular wings.
Don't you worry that even if a disease that he gets from putting his mouth on a doorknob wouldn't affect him, he might become a carrier for them.
Yes. Actually, that is a good idea. We should put an enchantment on the door that self-prestidigitates.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Alright, other than the injury.
Plus toy makers for an item for that. Something we can embed just underneath the door.
Probably at the top of the door, so that the mana eaters don't accidentally eat it.
Yes, good
True.
point. We have several of those.
I'm certain we can do that. What do we have actually?
It is
One second.
electronic locks,
Artemis, dear.
because I can't use magic for anything at all.
All right.
Yes, that sounds very troubling.
Because if Mori or Mocha don't accidentally eat it, then the kids do.
Mm-hmm.
Something is still
I have to hide the peanut butter jar.
with me.
Yes, that would be
No,
a terrible thing.
it is enchanted.
Yes, I'm aware.
Helps when you have
Hey, maybe Q.
home and you built a telephone.
I'm going to keep my
Good
parents
idea.
all away from them.
Do I need help with what?
Hiding stuff. Hello, Kise.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
Not from Momo. Wonderful, dear. I need you to perhaps put something on the docket for the toy makers, if you would.
Because my parents
Sure, what is it?
It's also kind
Believe we may be in need of some small items that could either enchant or mostly enchanting.
I can simply
Something
make
for
some
that for self-prestidigitating the doors, especially the doorknobs, when people go through them, to keep things hygienic. Especially since Jerry has to use his mouth.
Like, for instance... Actually, I
Alright,
should take that
hang
out.
up.
In Kise.
Momo, Florgato, caused a distraction by getting Gus and Fina to cause chaos. She used said chaos to break into my pantry and eat an entire box of cereal.
Tactical.
What is it specifically you want enchanted with prestidigitation? What item?
Does not matter, but something that can be placed above the door so that those who eat mana will not accidentally eat it.
Yes, I'm going to clean the doorknobs.
Indeed.
Yes, that's why I want to troll people with this. I'm not gonna actually drink the water. Well, actually, I want to be able to drink just the water.
Prestidigitation door field, so whenever you walk in there, you just spotless clean.
Indeed. At least the doors themselves. Best not to put any sort of
Yes, sure.
magic over someone in particular, just in case they do not handle it well.
True. Some people have mana allergies.
Yeah.
Or energy incompatibilities and such.
Mocha's allergic to necrotic magic. Mori's allergic to holy magic.
What about Cherry?
I'm not sure.
Because Cherry uses Aether, and what combination was it that creates chaos?
Hmm?
I'm gonna be honest, you're asking the wrong person.
It honestly depends. There's several
Take
things.
message 1 moment.
Thank you, dear. I believe there are many combinations that can cause chaos,
I
honestly.
don't think about what's going on with Cherry's situation. I'm gonna be honest. That's a Roland question.
Okay.
That is true. I've not looked at the records most recently. I've had other things on my mind.
Yes.
Yes, no work.
Honestly, we are just here for a bit of saying hello before we go back to the island.
You two have fun. I'm almost certain you will.
Of course.
And there we go. Message sent.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah. As far as I go, magical items, artifacts are not something I'm particularly good at. I'm good at runesmithing so far and making Magitech devices. That's about it.
Runes perhaps could work.
And I am at a novice or apprentice level with this stuff so far, so don't think I'll master it within this century or hell, even my lifetime at this rate.
If you ever need help, I am considered a master in the craft.
To all the potential.
Of runesmithing? Or
Yes. Runesmithing.
Okay, I was about to say.
I create runes regularly.
Engineering part.
I converted my motorcycle into pure magic so Kise could ride it.
Okay, fair enough.
It runs on liquid mana.
I got key-controlled arms, so that would not bother Mrs. Kise. God damn it.
It will take some getting used to, or not.
Yes, I replaced all the wiring with mithril.
Oh.
Not cheap, I will
I'd
add.
imagine it wouldn't be.
No, it's not.
But it works.
Yeah, no,
I knew that it...
Wicarium
Yes, Samantha sounds seemed very surprised by your mithril mine.
penny.
I've had in some places that just a mithril shirt.
I guess.
Like a shirt of chain is worth the GDP of a small country.
Yes, it's why I own the business who mines the mithril.
Do not put the idea of a mithril fiber gambeson into my head.
I can make it happen.
Let's not waste resources here. Especially that.
It's not a waste.
At least.
Is
No,
it
it wouldn't be.
wasting if it's you?
It's called experimentation
That too.
and research and development.
A fair bit of experimentation this weekend.
Now, I'm fairly certain we're wanted in a country, but you know, hey.
They have to know who we are
By the way,
first.
right. Almost forgot. My personal laboratory and shop is finally up and running. I got done with construction early part of last week, and Battery assisted with a lot of the precision machining that I needed for my robotic arms for most of the machinery in there. So, A year's worth of banging away on steel, but I'm finally fucking done with it.
Look at that progress.
My dear, while they don't know who we are, we were relatively... Well, we stuck out like a sore thumb amongst everyone.
We stuck out like a beautifully painted nail, thank you.
We crashed the royal ball.
Night of dancing. The champagne was excellent.
So, who do I have to keep an eye out for in case I come looking to kill you?
Oh, please. It's fine.
Be fine. Yes, we made sure to stay far, far away.
Just a mild diplomatic incident, then.
A fabulous one, I would say.
Mild.
It shall be a legend in their culture for years to come. like the Cinderella.
The king was none too pleased to have us crash his wedding ball ceremony thing.
You don't even know what it was.
Something they were all dressed fancy. I got wind of it. Oh, probably no one you know.
Oh, I thought it was the person from that one country you said that you worked under?
No.
Oh no, we would never go there.
I would be, if I was there, it would be to kill Volley myself, but...
Darling. Here, not here.
I actually did make
What do they say? In Minecraft?
We have Gambison.
You're making a reference like that is funny.
Resistant fabric with
I don't understand it,
red. So,
but it's something I've heard people say a lot.
Fancy.
and it's like
It's a video
red
game
disguise.
with blocks in it where people build items, go on quests, and
This is like a rail star.
And it's
Just some-
ratings.
No, this is nothing like that. This sounds like my normal life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Love noble approaches
I
alike.
should probably just go into one. Mix.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully, no longer normal for that. Just
Making
which is so much better.
Making a 16-bit computer out of brass and redstone was probably the biggest headache in my life.
Sounds like it.
I mean, I do.
I know Valentine is quite a fan of that game.
I hit something with a
Are you doing alright, Nikolai?
Mm-hmm. Well, he is a teenager. Most teenagers these days, so...
Are you alright, darling? Good. Just resting then.
He has found the comfy spot.
It is very comfortable,
Yes,
yes.
but someone may as well.
One of the comfy spots.
He's a busy man.
It still concerns me that Jerry
What
still
does?
wants to buy the pillow fort. Okay,
Oh.
so he
Negotiate
explained
that
it.
with Madame Mother.
He explained his bullshit voidling logic to me once.
Oh.
So, in his head, he can't beat Mona in a fight. Therefore, to get something he wants, he has to give her tribute.
That
He
is
wants
very...
to
What?
fill up
Oh, Michael.
Mona. Ergo, he has to offer Mona something that she wants in exchange.
Hello.
What is he going
I
to
never
offer?
said voidling. I have no idea. This is Jerry we're talking about, so he's probably got a collection of bones somewhere.
It wouldn't surprise me.
That's probably. How are you doing,
Hey,
darling?
Michael.
Hello.
Hasn't been causing any issues, or?
Yes, I was going to say, how have things been while you've been gone?
I made a friend with a Pokemon again. I went to the Runes celebration thing that he invited me to.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a pink snake thing. They called it a Dratini.
Wait, it was pink?
Yeah.
Aren't Tritinies usually blue?
Yes.
Yes. Shiny, perhaps. Also, Michael, it's quite impressive that you're able to stand on your toes like that for so long.
Debutante training. What were you saying?
Exciting.
I don't think you realize just how rare a pink Dratini is.
Yes, it's very rare.
Okay,
Shiny.
we're all rare.
Now, yes, that's what's referred to as a shiny, the very sought after.
Okay, touche.
You must get a nice portrait of
Hey,
it,
what's your
then.
friend, so?
Be fabulous.
But it doesn't mean anything. Just a little genetic mutation to change its coloration. Nothing else.
Yes,
Now, people go
it's
nuts
cute.
over the thing.
I love them. They're nice and pink. They're also very sweet.
That's good.
That is good.
Did they come home with you, or did they stay with... Okay, how are they settling in?
Pretty well. They seem to have wanted two things, company and food, and I can provide both with the amount of Pokemon in our apartment now.
Food is a powerful motivator, as I am... I got these liquid treats for Gus.
I
He
saw
goes-
in comms.
Yes, I read about that in comms.
He was hanging onto my arm for 30 straight minutes.
Yeah.
I had this little
There's some good
fire-spitting
strength, honestly.
down cat just holding around my arms wrapped around my wrist while he's chewing on a liquid treat.
That's pretty normal for cats. They actually
Yeah,
want you
here,
to
I do
hold
that
it
as
because they
well.
view it like a bonding activity. Next
He
time,
wouldn't let me hold the treat. He was just like all wrapped around my arm while he's eating it.
they might be wrestling you for it. Then I'm not as into cats as Indra is. I was more of a dog person growing up, or birds. So, but I do know that they have
I'm
a
a
lot
cat
of
person
interesting
myself.
behaviors.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
discovering
it doesn't
that.
have to make sense just because you have the cat ears. I don't want to
Yeah,
stereotype
everyone
you.
makes that comparison, but it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Like, for instance, if you want a cat to respect you, all you need to do is, if you live with them, is every time you come home, bring them food of some kind. Either feed them right after you get home. And they're going to associate you with a good hunter. Because cats are species blind. They think of you as a giant cat.
Yes, they do.
I'm not quite sure how to feel about that one, but okay. I
There's also the
will...
reason. There's also the reason why if you ever live with a cat and they go into the bathroom with you, it is because they're trying to stand guard and protect you while you're vulnerable.
That's why you started doing that.
Most animals view using the bathroom as the time you are the most vulnerable. Dogs do the same thing.
Also, the sleep
The
thing as well. That's why cats get really cuddly when you wake up. It's because they think it's weird that you're sleeping so long.
Oh,
my
okay.
god, you're okay.
The cinnamon toasted dog-shaped vacuum that lives in my wing. She eats everything. She eats her own food. She eats food that the kids have dropped on the floor. She keeps eating gravel. I've tried everything to stop her from eating gravel.
So really getting Momo to have something out of the pantry is just saving the other from taking it instead.
I don't know how cats do that.
Momo's helping
Stop
you.
the cinnamon toasted vacuum.
To share warmth. Cats do care about you.
She
Same thing.
Like, I know some people don't
eats and
believe
eats,
that.
and I
They
don't
do
know
love
where
and
it all
care about you.
goes.
Oh, they absolutely do.
But I don't know specifically.
Well,
why
maybe they
you
also
say
run
those
on.
guys, 'cause I know some
Well,
cats
they also
do
convert
that.
it to something, like my flesh golem does with mana.
You know, maybe I should make a room that can absorb ambient mana
Yes.
for your golem.
Yes.
Wouldn't that cause issues with the environment?
Uh,
Stay in place too long?
It wouldn't be enough to cause harm. It would be enough to
That's only a thing
charge.
if it happens every course of weeks or months, maybe even years.
It would have to be. The absorption would have to be on a very large scale for it to cause any real damage.
To me, this just sounds like
We
using
need to
a
talk.
barrel.
The rune, my rune would have to be incredibly large for it to affect the environment.
Not a good talk.
So probably something to be moving around with the flesh golem, just in case, so it would not take from the same area constantly.
Not to ramp up your anxiety.
Something on the scale of.
Hey, Michael.
I wonder. How much mana does your golem need to operate?
Well, at least at the
Is it like a
beginning.
little bit or a lot?
I was constantly using it, but luckily it converts food into mana, so that helps.
Yes, everything she consumes instantaneously converts to mana, pretty much.
Alice understands my needs.
This would be more of a, in case of emergency and she needs it for whatever reason, it would be charged.
Well, it'd be, in my opinion, it'd probably be good for like when she's severely injured and depleted, and she's just taking mana from the surrounding things, so she just kind of slowly heals.
Of that as well.
I don't know if it goes towards healing, but I would have to ask Elias about that.
Though,
The only time I've really been injured in the flesh golem was when it was no longer a flesh golem, which I do not wish to think about, but
perhaps combining a storage rune with an absorbing rune, so that way it would absorb ambient mana and store it, so that way you'd be able to draw on it.
You maybe have a
Into
mana
similar
crystal,
crystal.
like in around you or in the golem or something, and it's just absorbing.
I actually do have that. This holds up the little thing that Adia gave me this quite a while ago. I've been holding on to it. It does similarly.
Something like that. Something like that. I don't know how runes work, but if it works like a program where you can set commands and things, you can also set it so like it casts a healing spell if she's like near death.
That is
Maybe good. Oh, perhaps we can put
a very good idea.
remember the crystals that Arya gave us from the wedding? Remember
Something
the
I can
other
work
crystals
on.
that Arya gave us from the wedding?
Bars and
Something to look into.
Yes.
I could. I know. Well, there's spell food and then there's magic food. Two different things. Magic food is food that has mana in it, and then spell food is food with spells in it. So, for instance, if I put a spell like haste into a food, that's a spell food, versus if I just make food that has magic in it, that's magic food.
He put a haste spell in a cup of coffee once. It was great until the spell wore off and I crashed out.
So, I'd imagine.
Well, you need to get home and you're really tired.
You're not.
You don't know the half of it. I literally took 2 steps inside the door and face planted.
Well, at least it was 2 steps in the door and not before the door.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
good.
it wouldn't be the first time I've slept outside, but
You've at least made it inside. That's the best part. That's
I
very
was on
lucky.
it with a cat-shaped dumbbell for half an hour.
Oh, yeah, that.
on the comms.
Liquid
where's Artie?
Are like crack for.
She was here.
She went outside and talked to Tao about something.
Ah.
I thought she went outside.
Definitely went outside or into the toy maker's room. I have access to a version of that.
Roland, can you check the toy makers to see if she's there so I don't waste my time?
You're looking for Artie?
Yes.
Yep.
You don't have to interrupt her, just let me know. Okay.
Momo has also worked out how to navigate child locks. She broke into my
That's
pantry and ate a
unfortunate.
box of cereal.
They are not in the toy
You-
maker's room.
Okay, I'll go inside then. You might need, well, if there's mundane and then magical. So mundane wise, key locks. Not like keys, but like, like padlocks, where they have numbers and you can like press them. Those type of things. And then just don't tell her what the number is. Yeah, kind of. I don't know what Ballista's was, but maybe
I
that.
did tell Momo if she could break her way in there, she could help herself.
That is. Don't challenge people like that. You just
If
smell
it's
it.
not Jaden, it's me.
No, you will have to be careful because a lot of locks appear sturdier than they are. There's some.
Oh, I'm
What are you
always
doing?
pushing Momo to their limits.
She's also got little stubby green fingers.
Darling,
Oh,
don't
I
be so
suppose
hard on
we-
her.
It's not hard.
Check
I'm
outside.
not being mean
I'm
about it.
impressed that she ate an entire box of
Yes, well,
cereal.
let her relax. Look, she is doing so well already.
New?
Yeah,
You know those
I haven't
great
seen them
big
before.
ones you can get at Kmart? Like the big family size one? She ate one of those.
Okay. Have you gotten a tour yet?
that's
Or
one hell of a
explanation at all?
that's one hell of a
Yeah,
metabolism.
no, it was a lot of sugar-filled cereal.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
person here who loves giving tours. Roland.
I'm being summoned.
Summoned.
Tour.
Thank you, Michael.
Roland, the unofficial tour guide.
Apparently so. Apparently he was more official now.
He's the one who always volunteers to do it whenever we get a new member.
I'm a member of security.
Yeah, he kind of just takes it upon himself.
He does, yes.
He has it down to an art.
Mm-hmm. No one does it as efficiently as he does.
Well, I'm fairly certain I'd rather have Roland than my non-verbal most of the time ass.
What are you
It's
talking
still
about?
fun trying to explain the holes through most of the matter to people.
True.
This is where Mona had sex with someone and tossed them through the wall. It's that easy.
She also wouldn't let us fix it.
No.
Like, legit-
See?
Neither of them
we
would.
got- No.
So
No,
it
they
doesn't matter
wouldn't.
Mona likes having
No.
the holes on display.
That is the more important part to say. Neither of them would wish to close it.
What was that?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I can't even refute that. Knowing both of them, there is no argument there.
I specifically heard Mocha say that that is a point of honor.
Then her broken ribs.
Mm.
Yes, well.
She's fine.
Mm-hmm. And we take precautions.
And it was consensual. Consensual, that's the most important part.
She was a little crunchy at the time. Because I remember her complaining to me up at the cathedral.
No, she did quite literally ask for it.
True.
She has no one to blame but herself.
I think you mean no one to thank but herself.
True.
No, Mona, obviously. That is who you thank.
Yes, that as well.
The next Leocon we stay at, we need to find one that has a large sitting area like that. Or maybe an especially large futon. You can just lounge like Nicola.
That does sound lovely.
Of course.
Look,
Spending plenty of time in different
floor time
Leocon.
and couch time are important.
Yes,
Very much
that's
so.
it.
Because I don't get floor time at home anymore. Because I always end up with kids or Pokemon crawling all over me.
Well, if you need floor time, my place is always open to you. My carpets are quite plush.
I know I could also play on the floor here, I just don't feel like it.
It would be the only time when some of the carpet actually stays down.
Because
That's
you'd
true.
probably jump on me, you little bastard.
No.
Then on me Wisp.
Or the pupperses, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Wisp, little bastard.
And what did you do this time?
I'm being extorted for PB&J's now.
Who are you?
How many people are extorting you at this point for food, Jade?
It's really just Wisp and Maddie.
So two.
And one of them is a Pokemon.
And one's a child.
The other is a spectral child. Although Maddie isn't haunting me as much anymore. Because Aurora started cracking down on that.
Oh yes, I hope that is going well. But honestly, that is less extortion and more you simply wish to do it for a child and a Pokemon.
Yes.
It is more, I keep Maddie happy so she doesn't go complaining to Mona, so that Mona doesn't haunt me.
I mean, you could have worse people haunting you.
Very much.
Yes, you certainly could.
True. However, I have had this literal hell scared out of me because Mona decided to possess my phone outside of an apartment building.
I've dealt with plenty of ghosts before. You could certainly do much.
I'm surprised the phone
There's
survived.
the footage. I was literally dropping off a bag of groceries to Artemis's apartment. And the security cameras caught Mona popping out of my phone and scaring the hell out of me.
Again, I'm still surprised that it survived. I know there was talk at the very beginning that she could not hold on to my true form for the reason.
It's code I had at least modified my phone a while ago.
Oh. Smart.
Not really a phone at that point.
True.
I mean, it still does the phone things I need it to do. It's just
I would say that phones nowadays are not phones from what I remember, so I suppose that keeps changing.
Oh, yes, it certainly does.
Used to be attached to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
They were attached to the walls.
I remember back when
Yes, so very long ago. At least, what, 400 years ago?
Longer, if I remember
The
correctly.
earpiece used to be separate, and it was like a
400 or
cup
500
attached to-
years ago,
attached
give
to
or
a wire,
take.
and then you spoke into the mouthpiece that was right in front of you. So it was a separate thing where you had to hold it here and then speak into the thing in front of you.
You could not carry it around.
No, you couldn't. I remember back when car phones were such a big deal.
I've heard of briefcase phones.
Yes, those too.
Well, prior to that, there was it? It was Alexander Graham Bell, and then
He was the inventor.
wasn't it like the little Morse code thing?
Yes, the telegraph.
Right, that's the word.
A lot of lost tech.
Speaking of lost tech, the books are making me learn how to use an abacus of all things.
Oh, that is lovely! New technology involved, perfectly fine. I met a very nice abacus once.
Hearing about these weird technologies is hurting my brain. Because you gotta
That
remember
was not
I
technology.
was any of this shit.
I remember back when portable computers was such a big bulky thing that took up the size of a briefcase and made a solid thud when you'd set them down on your office on your office table.
I heard that at one point computers were the size of rooms.
Oh yes, they were. That was what they sent people to the moon with.
Moon sorted, you can't convince me otherwise.
Of course. Well, it is not haunted, Jaden. There's simply rabbits up there pounding mochi.
Oh yes, of course.
Wait, what?
Yes. It is a very old story. The rabbits that pound mochi on the moon. Also, Kaguya Hime was from there, but she eventually did go back. She probably is still there now.
But I'm sure you know the story about the Chinese emperor who was the first person to go to the moon. Oh, you're not familiar with that one?
China.
So, I believe it was China. It may have been Japan, but I'm sure it was China. So essentially, there was an emperor. There was an emperor who wanted to visit the moon, and so his bright idea was to get a servant to get a chair and then strap a bunch of fireworks to it. And they light it, it goes off, there's a big puff of smoke, the smoke clears, he's gone, and they think, oh, he must have gone to the moon, it must have worked.
Oh, of course, that sounds about right. That could not have been one of our emperors. No. Goodness, no, not the mortal
No, it's
emperors.
not the homeland.
The homeland.
Hey,
That's
you're
what
playing
sense.
in
That's
my
the thought
head,
that works.
and it goes down, 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 down.
What?
Hmm?
I'm not sure familiar with that one either.
Apologies, dear. I'm glad everything seems to be doing well so far in our absence. Hopefully not too much work for everyone. Just the right amount of
We
work,
went to a
however.
hotel.
Oh, so no
in your
work.
absence.
Vacation. Oh, we
Yeah.
missed the hotel.
Oh.
That's fine. We've been going to Funny with the Okan
Okay.
instead.
We haven't been there in a while.
Oh, was it that one?
Yeah, I learning from Ellis. We learned that it was they think it's like a Fae hotel, but not really. So the way it's not actually Fae, they talk about like a building that exists outside of mortal visions. Like you see a building, but no one sees it there except for people who can see it there, and people walk by it and not pay attention to it because it's like enchanted. Also, apparently they're in London because they recognize the city from the windows.
So like it has some sort of chameleon concept around
Yeah.
it. Chameleon circuit.
Oh, it sounds more like a charm.
Yeah.
Sort of. You get like you're forced not to pay attention to it or recognize it.
I'm not sure if that's a charm or illusion. I figured it's more charm.
Something that filters one's
A little bit of both.
perception.
Yes, generally charms affect one's mind.
Well, so do illusions.
Well, yes, but illusions generally.
Illusions are less or not emotionally targeting.
Complicated. Complicated is what it always
Yeah.
is.
Because like an illusion spell that makes you invisible is not really inherently different than a charm spell that prevents you from seeing someone.
That's true.
That's true.
No, it is just far too difficult to try and find some sort of proper separation. Everyone has a different explanation.
If I was going to separate them, I would probably intent and context. Whether or not the spell is intended to change a person's perception on an emotional basis to a person.
Kise.
Yes.
I need to borrow you for a second, because I need you to show me where the strong painkillers are kept for Nikolai.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He asked for some.
Oh, ow!
You good?
The flux threw me over towards the toy maker room and I can feel it.
Oh, goodness, I'm sorry.
Fox is being mean.
Indeed.
Alright, at the door. But yeah, you know where everything is kept. I don't, so.
Yes, dear. Back here.
He asked specifically for strong ones due to a, resistance.
All right, so back. The drawers over here. Let's see. Food set up. First on the left.
Yeah.
Yes, those are the ones.
Alright. Is it one or two of these? Probably two.
Let's go with two. He should know whether it is strong and whether it is worse enough that he needs one or two.
Alright.
At least trust him to be able to take care of that particular aspect without going overboard.
Yeah. Looks like he got roughed up by something. He's got some new scratches on his face.
Oh, I asked if he was doing alright.
I mean, he seems okay. In general, I think he's just a little sore.
Hopefully that is the case.
Which, I mean, happens.
People can see the hotel, whereas others cannot.
Yes, we all have scars and whatnot.
My question.
Yes, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to...
Darling, you should have just said if you needed something.
Members of security.
Your painkillers?
Other members are on
I got you too.
right now would be Jaden.
If you want more or need more, just flag me down. I know where they're kept now, so...
Yes, if you need a bit of something around, I can get some of the other types of healing, but... Yes, you do have a few more scratches. Poor dear.
Yeah. Any questions?
Oh, the scratches. I can get those fixed. I'm cramping. Worse than the injuries sustained. It's hurt.
Is there anything else you need, darling?
Oh, I like this seat. This one is good.
It is very comfortable, yes. Just do be careful. I'm trusting you that you at least know what's going on with you for the most part. And that you will tell me if you need anything. No? Is that not the case?
Oh, I know what is happening. I'm cramping.
Do you know why?
Okay, these wounds, I got these other week. But not to do with pain. My pain is period pain. That is it.
Oh. I see.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so long as you're alright, if you need anything else, you let us know, alright?
I see your hands behaving again. I remember your hand just sort of having a mind of its own at the wedding.
When I got drunk. I don't get drunk too often. That's so funny.
Oh yes, apparently.
Imagine, it takes
Father knows what to do.
more for me to get drunk. I'm resistant to medications and poisons, but always need the stronger stuff.
And yes, who else would have it but Singer's father?
I don't think we're gonna get much stronger than what Thor gave us.
That was amazing. Only like one skull, and it was gone.
The last thing I remember is being in the back of Rochelle's car with her and the Mimikyu eating chicken nuggets from McDonald's. I woke up the next morning at my house with barbecue sauce in my fur.
Oh no.
Yeah, I distinctly recall seeing Rochelle picking you up fireman style.
Oh yes.
Ranting and raving in Primordial.
That was right before we started going on the honeymoon.
I don't remember that part.
So much good entertainment before we went off to more entertainment.
It is good to see
I
you.
also had bugs in my teeth. I'm not quite sure how
It
that
was
happened.
a fun time.
Oh, we are still having a fun time. We were just stepping in for a little bit before we go back to our
I don't
honeymoon.
know how that happened.
Been staying at plenty of the Okan.
I mean, I've eaten bugs before, but...
Sigurd got to pay some respects at my creator's side.
Sometimes you don't get to be...
We went back to the island for a while. We booked it.
It's very true. Sometimes
Replaying the place we met.
But eating
I
protein
see.
it help with
Reliving
faster.
past events that brought you both joy.
Sometimes
Indeed.
I find myself begrudgingly eating.
And then we got to dance that big party, even though we were technically not invited, but we made a scene anyway. It was fun. It's fine. We brought a little bit of class to that party.
Places with big bugs, I not accidentally
I'm sure you
eat
did.
them, but they almost eat
Always.
And she wants to be left alone.
Uh,
So I just thought I would let you know as, person in charge of security right now.
Okay, where did you say they were?
Library,
Library.
at the back of the library to the right.
Okay.
How do you? Everything all right?
Just let you know.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. So, Artie is not emotional. She's emotionally compromised in the library, and asked her if she wanted to be left alone, and she said yes. So I was just letting Sigurd know.
I see.
I'll keep an eye on her from time to time with my aspects.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, dear.
Okay. That's everything.
But I can see where she is at the moment. She's just beyond that door there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she came out.
Oh, there she is.
She came out.
Would you like
What
to
do you
see
think?
something?
Should we stop by the cottage? That's been a bit.
Say again.
Should we stop by the
Would you like to take
cottage?
this alone?
If we can, if we want.
Oh, I see.
It's a.
I was saying, would you like to handle
crapshoot
this
whether or not
yourself?
someone needs a hug or they don't want to be touched.
I don't think anything needs to be handled currently.
Fair enough.
Oh dear.
Let me know.
That's right.
What do you need?
It was a work thing, and it's not necessary right now. You're not doing well. So.
Well. Daddy? What?
Damn noodle just making noises.
Well.
Whatever's place is more comfortable.
Seems everyone is just wandering for the moment.
Evening, Sigurd. Good to see you.
He was on, Roland.
Hello, Roland.
Rika? Oh. Hello there, Snaggy.
What?
This must be. Let's see. Golem Roland. Goland.
Yes.
Oh, God. There we go. Oh, I did want to show you something, Kise. I've made a new iteration of my wings. One that's a little less electrical based.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh.
I know that asset. I use that asset for a model.
Using a little more mana than tech to give the anti-grav and the flight. But it also
Well
gives
done.
the option for some more illusion.
Oh.
Bit of wind mana.
First and main mate.
Interesting. Very pretty.
It still does have a little bit of a tech in it just to give me the initial lift, but other than that,
I do enjoy the stained glass motif.
Yes, it does look quite nice.
and if I want to, I can alter the
Ooh.
coloration.
Hope she'll be fine.
Oh,
Reminds me
that
of
was
the
not even for.
Bifrost.
Oh, yes, that is true. See, you're understanding fashion, not just function. That is very
I mean, I
important.
did take a little inspiration.
There's no reason. Yes, there's no other reason to do that other than for fashion. So good, good.
So you can
Being
be
extra.
fashionable as well as it having function. Don't let anyone tell you
Exactly.
different.
Exactly. And with a little size augmentation, I can collapse them down so they're not as
Small like a fairy.
or if I need them to be large and intimidating.
Oh.
Or to generate a lot of lift, I suppose.
Indeed, if I'm carrying something heavier, make them larger. Or when they're not in use, just shrink them down.
I'm just picturing you with
I guess
wings.
it's at least a somewhat good sign that she didn't leave that last message unread. She just
Perhaps one day.
thanks.
Perhaps.
I tend to use an enchanted parasol to fly myself. Or if
Well, I could not
can
see him with a
quickly move
parasol.
fast enough that it looks like I'm flying. Yes, but I don't think a parasol is quite his style.
Grabbing the ears? No. How about the hair? I mean, I know ears can be sensitive, so I'm not gonna grab the ears.
It doesn't stop there.
Then go back to walking around, checking on things.
Of course, dear.
I wouldn't grab ears unless I asked first.
Anything all right with that?
Too sensitive. 'Cause mine are
Yes, I was just having a brief conversation with a certain dog.
I see.
Yeah.
He was checking in.
The volume on these earbuds is.
All right. If you must.
The estate is safe.
Good.
I'm glad to hear it.
It doesn't go lower than.
And expect nothing less.
I want to
Well, considering he's been walking around without keeping himself small, I suspect nothing is going to tread anywhere close.
I mean, like,
Well, though I say that he's
just fine as
doing it on the outskirts of the estate grounds, bordering the edge.
All right.
such great height.
That should be fine. The yokai at least know.
Oh, trust me, he informed all of them what he was doing.
So typically I like songs.
I have no doubt of that.
To them. Sometimes I like music that's
He's starting to get some kind of manners to him.
usually I like when they have an
Wait, perhaps there's hope for him yet.
but good fucking music.
I wouldn't say that, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
Just sometimes you just need some
I suppose I could say that.
vibe to forget all the bullshit.
Can always be taught.
That's the message. Just
Yes, I suppose.
What was that about old dog new tricks?
forget all your worries.
I was about-
That you can't teach them new tricks?
I say it's a matter of persistence.
I believe you can.
Yes, it is about persistence. And trust me, no one's more hard-headed than me.
But
Well, aside from Kise.
to the
Or at least on
That's why you've also learned a few things.
Yes, I've learned a great deal of things from you, my dear.
Of course.
Mhm.
Like how to dance. You've gotten so much better.
specific type of humor.
I still only do it for you.
Hmm?
Carry from chat.
I know, that is why you've gotten so much
There's
better.
no,
Yeah.
there's only certain people I cook for.
Hmm. Hello there.
My son is one of them.
Having fun?
Beyblade Doodle. What?
It's like a spinning top toy, but kids battle with them.
A what?
Oh, you know what a spinning top is?
No idea.
Oh, it's a toy, essentially. It's a...
Yes,
You know what a dreidel is?
A what?
No.
A dreidel.
So
That
essentially it's a...
again, a what?
It's a toy which has a sort of pointed, weighted base and a stick at the top. And essentially, the idea is that you flick your fingers quite quickly, so it starts spinning, and then it will keep spinning and spinning for a long period of time.
And that's entertaining?
Apparently. I think the trick is that if you get it going fast enough, it goes for quite a long time, and people challenge themselves to see if they how long they can get it going and various other things.
The modern version of it is Beyblade, where they smash into each other.
Yes,
to
well,
break
essentially,
beats off of each other.
You have something like a bowl, which is like a little arena, and you'll basically set the spinning tops spinning quite quickly and get them to bash into each other, and the last one still spinning wins.
Until it was a very long train. That all make
I stand corrected. I thought common was weird.
It still is, my love. It still is.
No, this beats common to a marginal degree.
You know, there actually was a show based around Beyblade, and in this show, Moses canonically parted the sea with a Beyblade.
Who the hell is Moses?
Oh, it's a figure from the Bible.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
The what?
Maybe from not knowing. Oh, you don't know about Christianity? I envy you. It's a religion.
Ah.
Oh, the West.
Oh, wow.
The Western religion.
Alright.
Dear.
I remember those guys.
Yes, a lot of Christians are quite adamant vampire hunters. It's quite irritating.
See, that is why we stay away from those.
Werewolves too.
That too,
I'm
yes.
going to guess that's one of those non-Faerunian religions I hear about.
Yes, that would be it.
Correct.
Yes.
That one's based on Earth.
Hi, Ezekiel.
I still know where you are.
Hello.
Hello, Ezekiel.
Also, hi, Rika.
Hello.
What's up?
Glad to see your armor in one piece for a change.
Very true, very true.
Is it normal for you to be
Someone fell out of bed to go and
At this point, it might as well be.
join us in Vex's place.
I'm fine with now.
Good. You are fine now, but
Technically, I was hanging upside down in a portal for about 5 minutes, and then I fell out
then
of
that
bed.
is not good.
Yep.
The fight sometimes with other launch creatures.
On their bed.
They will put holes through them.
I'm part of many other guilds, and this Thursday I've had another job.
I've had to pick them up a few times.
Of course, this one's more personal, as it's where I live, actually. Having to deal with getting information on what's causing unnatural storms at home.
How cute.
I need agua.
Is this about Red Wilds or something else?
Yes, Red Wilds.
Hey, I just joined that guild.
Since you're in the guild, you probably know about the job. The one to go duel a bloody magma dragon.
Yes, I've been meaning to do probably.
That sounds tough.
Quite difficult.
I'm here.
Don't worry, I'll do my best to be fine in all this. I'm not going alone, anyways.
Yeah, keep yourself safe.
Hey.
I don't know.
I'm pretty new around there though, so I've only heard about like the storm wivers and stuff making the rain always fall, which I don't mind at all because the rain is great for my skin.
Yes,
but...
apparently a magma
That's not what that is.
a magma dragon has decided to ally with the storm and is withholding information.
The flux almost took Ezekiel.
Worthy challenge. Worthy fight.
Glad he survived.
Flux has been increasingly worse lately.
Yes, it has.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's the best lead we got, so be helping out.
Pretty sure if it was 2HO, it's dihydrogen monoxide, because mono for one.
I just realized. You can now have more of Michael's cooking.
Great Smiths and such at the Red Wilds.
That I can.
Exciting. I wonder, actually, ooh, the mana infused. I wonder if that would help you at all with anything.
Hey, were you there when the golem attacked the guild?
Which one attacked the guild?
A big, like, fire golem thing.
Unfortunately, no. I was with the Iron Grip helping with the hunt.
Oh, figures. Yeah, I was there. It was apparently sent to, like, kill someone in particular, but we don't know who.
Bloody hell.
Yep. I helped take it down, actually.
Oxide, because oxygen.
But no, I'm not familiar with any fire golems.
I mean, it wasn't made of fire, it was made of, like, stone, but it shot fireballs, so...
That sounds like a Gravios.
Yeah, some people got pretty hurt, actually.
A giant golem of rock that shoots fireballs sounds like a Gravios.
Yeah, this is hydrogen dioxide. Yep.
A large wyvern, small wings, mostly made of rock. Actually, its skin is technically rock. It can be confused as rock. Massive creature.
It was bipedal and mostly humanoid.
Get to encounter one.
Okay, what's the formula for...
yeah,
hydrogen monoxide.
I've hunted one of those before. It's not easy.
Hydrogen monoxide.
I can't say I've ever met one.
Hydrogen monoxide is 2H210.
They are intimidating. Especially when it's you and one other person.
Oh, here he goes, talking about monster hunting. Time to get comfortable.
Usually with a guild when you hunt monsters, it's a group of people.
Yes, I'm familiar with the Iron Grip.
Hell, the hunt was on a few days ago, that's an Odogaron. Terrifying if you bleed.
Odogaron.
For me, I don't bleed, but it certainly slows you down with the hits.
Oh yeah, there's something with their claws. It just digs deeper than what they should.
Thankfully, though, for the most part, I'm behind a very big shield, so... So me gains crash more at the shield.
Just making conversation.
Oh.
Just like...
I was more, well, I say I was more support, that's not true. I just use a very large horn to beat it into submission.
Hunting horns, I believe they're called.
I don't know what they're called, I was just handed it to it by a friend of mine. Said it was very fitting.
Can't say I use those weapons myself, but I have a friend who does. I think hers no more after
the same for everyone, though.
A pipe organ.
It's 1 hydrogen per oxygen.
The instrument, not a actual organ. You know what I mean?
Yes. I think mine was, what was it?
Not having a nap.
Some kind of odd loot.
Just enjoying relaxing while he talks about monster hunting.
Electrically charged fur on
like,
it. It's quite
monster hunting.
interesting.
Vampire blood is...
Sadly, there are many electrically charged monsters, so I can't tell you. And I'm not a hunting horn user, so...
Though I eventually discarded that for a... It was a very large blue and red shelled horn. Also electrically charged.
I definitely wouldn't.
Again, not sure what that could be, but...
Oh, the name of the creature was Lagiacrus.
Ah, okay.
Quite partial to the armor. I actually missed that armor, if I'm being honest.
Oh, damn it.
I look damn good in it.
Why do you not have it? Why do you not have it anymore? We need to get it. I want to see it.
That for me, I'm not too knowledgeable about the armors there too, since I can't wear it.
How dare you tease me?
Well, earlier me and her were talking about
But obviously,
how the
that's
blood
I can see that I can potentially fabricate
stored in,
it.
like barrels and stuff.
Oh,
And I
yes,
said, well,
it
wouldn't
is.
some people prefer it for
That would. I'm sure I could probably find a set somewhere.
Since it's good for a
Ooh,
snack, that's
exciting.
appreciating.
I was quite partial to the sword and shield too. Well, I say sword and shield. It was more axe than anything else.
One thing about well,
Well, obviously it is
I've
you.
heard some vampires that have the same sort of thing, but being bitten by a canite is intensely pleasurable for both.
Believe it or not, I wasn't a fan of the hammers that this guild crafted.
Oh, wow.
Well, he is the armor.
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
That is the terms that
Lou. Oh yeah, she's not taking a nap. Sick was just talking Monster Hunter stuff, so she's like, I'm just going to relax.
Well, we also refer to ourselves as kindred.
But yeah, no. The conversation went from the sun
And
is a little
humans,
laser,
humans are
and
kind.
radiation, and then primordial soup.
Hmm.
The soup of everything before things became things, being the most radiation in existence. And I was
We
like,
call
everything
ourselves
is radiation.
Canites because we originate from Cain, the
Yep.
first vampire.
It's relaxing.
Yeah, that would be the biblical one.
Hmm.
What this?
It is a simple
Like
gold bracelet.
Abel's brother,
Low gold letters.
if I remember.
The very same.
That's why your name.
The first
Interesting.
murderer, yes. He was punished with vampirism. And he was the first
Oh,
vampire,
wow.
then he
Oh,
started
you
a
look
generation of
comfortable.
vampires.
I don't
They
wear
became
my
the second
Very.
generation.
She always is.
the bracelet on.
I get to rest in my husband's arms. Of course I would be.
Yeah, the painkillers did the trick for Nikolai.
Normally back
That's
home,
good.
I'd be
Good.
blood hunted for even telling you any of this, but
Very good.
there's no camera.
He's
around
only
here, so
ever so slightly loopy, but he's still coherent, so
I see.
if he
As long as
passes
that
out,
remains that
we'll
way.
either put him in a
yes,
if he passes out, we'll either put him in a bed in the med bay or his friend will take him home.
Where we weren't allowed to tell humans or anyone who wasn't a
All
vampire.
right. Though if he is passing out from something like that, I believe we may need to
Yeah, that sounds pretty
give him a bit of a checkup and make certain it's not something serious.
Under threat of death.
Yeah, I mean, he seems okay for now, so I'm not.
Good, hopefully it stays
super
that
worried.
way. I'm trying not to do my job. I'm still on my honeymoon.
Hey,
It's too dizzy to walk.
Speaking of, we do need to get some more meat. I did learn that is where that word comes from.
I appreciate you telling me.
The honey and the mead, the honeymoon. An entire month worth of drinking mead and then celebrating the marriage.
Oh, okay.
Secrecy my entire life.
We did gather so much mead for this.
Not anything, and not be able to make any sort of friends.
And you can finally drink it properly.
Under threat of them dying.
I was happy for you, my
Being
love.
able.
Lonely life.
Of all the things, that was not what I was expecting.
Especially with the concept.
No, not at all, and I'm glad I thought of it. That worked out so well. I'm a genius.
Which part?
Yeah. That's rough.
Well, I did bring it up to your father.
Many a vampire trying to keep in contact.
Why do you whisper his name like he's always
Oh, it'll be
listening?
different with me.
Because he probably is.
You'll be fine. I'll keep the secret. It never works.
Wait, who's listening?
And also because I did not know whether you wished me to say that.
My
So I was
father.
trying to be quiet.
Oh,
At this point, if people know, people know. There's nothing I can do about it. He showed up at a very public wedding. Well, I say public wedding. Still, he showed up at in a very public way.
This is true.
Exactly.
Just making
And then
sense.
proceeded to get
Holding on to
half of the people who arrived drunk off of well,
Just for a moment I was worried that was part of Nikolai's problems.
Willingly turned to become human again.
Luckily it does not seem to be.
Many have tried, none have succeeded.
no. The
Damn.
alcohol got him drunk, but it wasn't causing him any adverse effects.
Good.
He has information on the unnatural.
I think the most adverse effect I had was the hangover and the barbecue sauce stuck in my fur.
Because you never know what is going
Hmm.
on unless you know what the vampire side you is. And of course, if you're
The last thing I remember is eating chicken nuggets with Rochelle and the Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Izzy does not remember getting carried out before we left.
No,
Yes.
I don't remember that part, but I believe it.
Our group versus him. He is
And
actually
honestly, it sounds like payback for Rochelle's part from when I had to carry her back to her apartment.
13.
True! See, it all works out. It is the karma.
Yeah,
I can imagine so.
yeah,
And we're all
yeah.
It's
I
okay,
just
Jake.
really hate
We got
having to
hash
comb
browns.
food out of my fur.
We got
They
hash
did?
browns. It's good. Yeah.
I don't
You
remember
probably
that.
got nuggets. I got hash browns.
I remember chicken nuggets. I don't remember anything else. It was on
I just want to
parts of
say,
my teeth.
this processed food is awful.
I appreciate it.
Tastes awful.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
How
That's
do
because you're
any
a tough
of you
difference.
stomach it?
Some taste better than others.
But then again,
What is that supposed to mean?
No, just darling, some of us have never had, well, the. What you had in the past, darling. We could not.
Make sure you don't get yourself in over your head.
I mean, you can literally just go out and hunt it.
No, I cannot. I literally cannot.
I wasn't saying you.
Well, yes,
I
you
was- it was a
literally said
royal
you.
It was a royal you.
I am a royal you.
Okay, smartass.
Literal, technical, I am your wife.
Yes, you are technically royal because you are my wife, yes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm
You
right,
can't
as
get out
usual.
of this one, Sigurd.
He knows this already. That is how it's always been. Even more so.
I know you can win against some of the things, like when she puffs her cheeks out, but there's no winning here.
I'm just being
I
accurate.
never go in trying to win.
When losing is so much more fun, do you not agree, my love?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I didn't see you back there.
It's on the floor for some reason.
Hello.
Sometimes living means taking a losing battle.
No, my battles I always win. However,
He enjoys the punishment games.
You had smoked salmon yet?
a very long time ago.
Okay.
That is
we
going to
need
be
get
next
some
on the
salmon.
list. Oh yes, we've been going to plenty of Daocon. Certainly, one of them has it. We need to go to a place that has plenty of salmon.
So
One of the
we also need-
specialties.
We need apple and oakwood chips as well.
Mm.
The question is cold smoke or hot smoke?
correct.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, probably cold smoke for salmon. Hey, Ezekiel.
And I spin because I can. It's fun.
Oh,
Spin.
there we go. Go, Jane.
Your head not quite screwed on properly.
And so true.
Literally.
Oh, no, it's all fine. Well, no, it's all fine right now.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes you just need to spin.
Yeah, we'll see.
We asked each other the same question about the same time.
Let's see, smoked salmon.
Live your life, dragon buddy.
What else? What else would be worth trying?
Let them go.
Do you get
Smoked
busy?
cheese. Throw a little bit of that in there.
Nope.
Oh, I've had
You know,
this
I've never.
pepper jack cheese.
Thoughts on it?
Very, very good. I very much enjoy it.
Hmm?
Kind of curious, what
I like the spice.
kind are you, if I may ask?
There is.
Some things never
There is
change.
a lot of cheese.
I'm a time dragon.
Oh, If you really want to try something spicy, I'll see about getting some more Kanopan spices from Michael and Indra and make some more kimchi.
I don't know what that is.
It is spicy fermented pickled cabbage. Sometimes it's also radishes.
Pickled cabbage.
It's
You can pickle
in
pretty much
salt
anything.
And
I can't say
red chili paste.
I can't say I've ever had pickled cabbage.
Part of me wonders how you would react to
luckily for you,
natto.
No, natto is awful.
It doesn't require
the
taste.
texture being sticky. I don't, and the smell. Oh God, it's the smell.
They're either too afraid of us or they
I can't get over the consistency of it.
no longer want us
It.
to be their ruler.
I used to eat it back when I was in. When I traveled around with Sensei.
Kill one of us.
Mm.
But we get tired
He said it was some kind of healthy food.
Well, yes. Well, fermented soybeans.
Healthy, yes. Palatable, questionable.
Well, given the fact that I couldn't taste anything, I was one of the very few who could eat it on a regular basis.
Plenty of people can in the homeland. It was quiet still.
I'll tell that to the samurai I traveled with. They could barely stomach it.
Oh,
A quiet taste.
Was not joking when she said I was a part of the primordial
I am
soup.
politely asking for an order of some more of the Kanopan spices.
I'll be honest,
Cigarette
I've
has
never
never
heard
had
the term
kimchi
primordial
before,
soup.
so I want to make
You can
some
taste now!
What level?
Yeah,
It is what everything comes from before existence.
we'll start off with the tourist grade.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Okay,
I
before time.
don't want him to lose his taste buds just yet.
Oh, absolutely not. He better not again.
Can't say.
Should be fine.
I'm gonna give you guys
Yes, we're being careful. We're definitely not having any dwarven haymakers.
Non-inanimate objects like myself.
Okay, my dear, what caused it was drinking 2 of them in quick succession.
So yes, let us start with none of them.
Incalculable.
Hey, you know what? I would pay to see that.
What? What are we paying to see?
I was asking whether or not it was possible for me to drink a dwarven haymaker just as a curiosity. But then I was like,
I was lucky, extremely lucky. I even survived drinking 1, let alone 2.
You'll take care.
Apparently humans are not. It can very easily kill a human.
so I'm Kanopan, and Kanopans have had 1,000 years of alcohol and drug in our system enough that we have a pretty high tolerance naturally. Hence
Oh, well
why,
then you'll probably do fine.
why
On the
James
level
said
of
tourist
dwarves, at
grade,
least.
'cause I don't know if it's a dwarf level, but it's something. I'm pretty like low on the Kanopan scale. I'm still Kanopan, obviously, but like Indra's like way higher. Like
I suppose that maybe things may have adjusted with that, dear, so do be careful, given what happened to you.
Oh, I have no idea right now because I have gold blood, so I'm pretty sure I'm not human. So
Which means that perhaps some things have changed in your system, especially with regards to alcohol, so do be careful.
Gold blood is kind of new.
I know how to make one.
About a week.
Though I would have to hunt a bear to get the materials I need to make it.
You would seem rather angelic.
Let us wait quite a bit for that. How about?
My dear, hunting bears are easy.
No, I meant making
You have to
that.
cook it properly.
He didn't like physical touch either, so when we wanted to when they
Again,
wanted
we're not taking any chances so soon, especially.
like we're
Because
them.
I have run out of kimchi, and I want more, because
And
it's
they will respond
delicious.
later. If that's something you think will help you.
I also need to get you to try sauerkraut, which is another form of pickled cabbage.
Brain just doesn't like
Sauerkraut? That doesn't sound appetizing.
No.
It is pickled salty
Ask your
cabbage,
therapist about it because it might be.
whereas kimchi is pickled spicy cabbage.
perceived weakness.
They have smelled that. I do not enjoy it.
I don't mind intimacy.
Sauerkraut is really good with roasted meat.
When I'm emotional, I don't.
Mutton. I haven't had mutton in so long.
Because I'm emotionally unstable.
We can absolutely get mutton.
Keeping myself in check.
I personally like to stew it, because I think it's a little tough if you roast it, but that's just my opinion. And I'm saying that with my teeth.
Would marinate it in honey. Well, and mead. Sometimes at the same time.
You can do the Daisy's honey.
Ooh, you met
That
her.
we could use Daisy's honey.
Exciting.
We could always get more.
I can cook. And actually be able to taste.
I just realized if you want recipes, I can get them to you.
Of course. I stopped cooking because I couldn't taste what I was cooking, so I didn't think there was a point in it anymore.
Yes, he was mostly just making rice for my... Come on, Dada.
I recently had a conversation with someone who didn't have a sense of smell, so they couldn't taste very well, and that's the reason they avoided cooking a lot. And I told them that you can still cook. It's an art of creation and appreciation for other people. You just needed to prioritize how you did that, usually following recipes, having a taster, figuring out what works and doesn't work, writing it down.
That's fair, but when I lost my sense of taste, I lost the joy of cooking.
That's fair.
More often than not, I was only cooking for myself. I didn't have really much of anyone else to cook for.
We bench a few times when we were in the apartment.
I mean, Kise, you remember what I was eating before?
Oh, yes.
With eyes.
Oh, yes.
There was a point in time where I was living on cup ramen and...
I did not realize how bad it was since I did not have my body then. Oh, looking back on it now.
Bad.
It was bad.
So the only reason cup ramen isn't... So cup ramen isn't that bad in context of everything else. It is not great to have over and over again because it's so high in sodium, because it's meant to be packaged and exist a long time.
Yeah, my blood pressure was not great for a while.
You do not even have to worry about it. We are in the proper land where you can get the good things.
But you can make it better by creating a dish from cup of ramen. I've done that before when I've been poor.
I used to put eggs and hot sauce in it.
That's one. Eggs, hot sauce, separate some different ingredients. Kimchi is really good with it as well. A couple other things. So you can just kind of make it work. Andrew calls them struggle meals.
Yeah, admittedly I didn't have a lot of money
You
back
don't have to
then.
worry about struggling.
Yeah.
Well, I never really had to worry about meals. All I had to do was go out and hunt.
Yeah.
True.
Though I suppose my struggle meal was a rabbit. When I couldn't find anything bigger. Rabbit stew was always good.
I used to eat squirrels.
Not so fun fact.
I still do.
You can die if you only eat rabbit. That's a human.
Didn't actually know that. Glad it was only rare occasions.
So if you only eat rabbit, so rabbit has every single nutrients that you need except for one crucial one. So if you only eat rabbit, eventually you'll die from, I forgot what it's called, but some specific illness. Maybe? No. Well, that technically is accurate to a certain extent, but I do know if you eat only rabbit, it doesn't have enough nutrients to sustain you. So you'll eventually just wither and die. With your belly.
Because there's not to that.
What,
That just seems boring.
Right desperate for food.
I don't remember.
No, my hunting was...
I can look it up later.
I never killed anyone, but I was ambushing people in alleys and that sort
Well,
of
you
thing.
can ask the books.
Well, I guess it was good. I always made it into a stew with vegetables and other things.
No,
Yeah, the vegetables helped with the nutrients. The meat rabbit as an ingredient is perfectly fine. It's just when you cooked, cleaned, and then fried rabbit, when you cook it over a fire and just eat the meat. If you did only that, then you have a problem.
Oh no, rabbit tastes far better when it's stewed, in my opinion.
Mm.
I
I
didn't
had
get
rabbits
some
so
char grilled chicken livers and chicken heart.
A little gamey.
Think anybody can kill him.
the rabbit.
Oh,
He's
I've-
referring to the rabbit, not the chicken.
Oh, yeah, no, rabbit is
Yeah.
gamey.
And then there's
Oh,
you,
I don't eat meat, so
who has other selves that your consciousness.
I
I've had to
don't
eat the heart of a wolf.
Also, your
Oh,
best
that's
friends are
cute.
basically
Oh,
people, too.
Well, yeah.
the
I was
dog.
talking about mace,
It's sad.
but yeah.
I wouldn't say.
It was part of a ritualistic. Well, that was part of
Three best friends.
Oh, it's part of
me becoming
it.
a.
Born before
Not
time.
gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
human. My favorite
back
meal
when I was
was a
living back
chapter.
home, sometimes I just ate squirrels because it was the only thing I could catch. Or it was the only thing around to catch.
I have no idea what level of nutrients your body specifically needs because you're not human. So I have no idea if you only eating rabbit was actually bad for you or not.
Who's also ancient.
Rabbits were nice when we could find them. Rabbits were a bit of a luxury.
Well, they're hard to catch.
That too. And there were a lot of trees for them to burrow under.
Yeah.
Yes, I imagine it would be quite hard to get them in there.
Berries are best for catching rabbits.
Ways to come back after being.
Also, yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah. That's interesting.
how she
Never
works.
tested Zaylee, and I don't want to.
So, contrary to what people believe, carrots aren't exactly good for rabbits.
No, they're too
Same thing
sugary.
with cats. Same thing with cats and milk. It's actually really fatty. It's actually really unhealthy for a cat.
I thought it was always.
milk.
Yeah, I thought it was cream that you were supposed to give them. Or is it the same thing?
I don't know. I kind of the same thing, but it's interesting that you thought it was cream. It's usually a more fat rendered dairy cream. So the problem with cats is that they're so delicately balanced when it comes to their nutrition that if you feed them too much, they get fat, and it's really, really, really hard for them to lose weight.
And
They hold on to it
rabbits in the
so
wild
much.
don't really eat carrots. It was mostly Bugs Bunny, the cartoon character, that popularized that, and he only ate a carrot on screen as a reference to something.
Yeah, it was a cigar. They couldn't get away with giving him a cigar, so they gave him a carrot.
Yes.
It seems to be just the meat is so lean without any fat to it that the nutrients you would usually get from such fat is just absent.
That sounds about right.
Look how far we've come, my love.
Yes.
We are having an entire conversation about food, and I'm in my true form, and I cannot have it, and I'm not complaining. Look at that, because we've had so much recently.
Yes, good for you. I'm so happy for you.
We're going straight. We are definitely getting a very nice meal when we leave.
Oh, of course.
Let there be ribs.
They know so much stuff.
Perhaps.
Have you ever had no chaske?
What?
It's
don't even know
a
what that is.
Japanese dish. So it's like a rice dish, but with various toppings. But and there's sometimes a broth, but oftentimes a tea poured over top of it. Typically green tea.
Oh,
It's quite lovely.
that sounds lovely. I
Can't
only
say I
recently
have.
started getting into Japanese food because of your wedding, and I invited Tomika to show me the ropes, I guess.
Oh, excellent.
So I had a lot of.
It was quite
I had that on the list. I want to try that. We went to a manga cafe.
Teriyaki is
Of course you
What?
did.
It's literally just sweet eggs.
It most probably means exactly what you think.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's very good. Japanese food is interesting because it's both very flavorful but also very lean. Like you can eat it and you don't feel like
Yeah, it's true.
that type of thing.
Yes. Small portions, but plenty of them.
Yes, because
I
they
still have to be
panko
careful what I eat
breadcrumbs.
out because
And
a lot of
panko
places
has
just put onion in things and they don't
Ah, yeah,
take
it's true.
requests for allergies kindly.
Just always go to the Ryokan when you can.
Tends to be
Meals is always so
because they
good.
use panko has a knack for not holding onto oil as much. It drains more of it out. So Japanese fried food doesn't. Yes, and doesn't. It's not oily like other fried foods are.
Are they physically attractive? Do I think they would produce good offspring?
they're so large that I thought there was an optical illusion happening, and I was so confused. I was like, I love panko. I use it in breaded chicken and other meats when I make meat for other people.
Are you aware of
Because
how
it's like
panko was
so
invented?
nice to work. No.
Mozzarella sticks.
It was invented during one
but
of the
use panko
wars.
breadcrumbs.
I believe it might have been World War II, perhaps.
Oh.
But
1 second, I just need to tell him one thing. Mozzarella sticks breaded in hot Cheetos.
Yes. Yes.
I've done that before.
Yes.
It's very good.
Or we could get Tomiko and ask her to make skin breading.
Oh.
Oh.
That works.
Doesn't.
Just a little bit of dried skin to put in place of
Skin of what?
Probably boar, because that's well, because there's oh my god, what is pork rinds? Pork rinds. There you go. That's the word. Have you ever had pork rind?
Pork rinds are good.
No, I can't say that I have.
It's basically the belly of the pig, skin wise, and deep fried, basically into chips. So it's like little crescent.
Yes, very crunchy.
Skin chips. They have a lot of flavor to them.
That.
Perhaps it may need to be something else to be a bit more healthy, but...
Oh, it's very unhealthy.
No, Samantha would kill me.
I don't get to eat a lot of pork anymore. Maury doesn't like it. She doesn't like overly fatty meat.
I don't like people eating pork because pigs are very intelligent. They're smarter than dogs.
That's fair.
They also nuzzle as a form of infection. Also to give each other pheromones.
Now you say something.
They have pheromones in their cheeks and the saliva.
Gelatin quite a bit as usual.
The only difference between a salad and a burrito is the tortilla.
And meat.
Yeah, you're right.
In a traditional salad, in a traditional burrito, it has meat and beans. Depends on the salad, I guess. Technically, you can have like a spring salad, like a spring roll, and it would just have vegetables in it. I've had that before. It's pretty good. I love spring rolls, especially if they have sweet and sour sauce. Oh, it's so good.
Spring rolls are good.
I don't eat much these days, but I do eat things occasionally.
Oh no, they are making me want to get food. I tried so hard.
A good breakfast idea.
We do have a reservation soon.
Dampen it, put it in the bottom of the frying pan, then crack eggs on top of it, scramble the eggs, put that on top of the rice paper, and then you can just like layer toppings on top of it. It's a healthy quesadilla.
Yeah, it
But
is.
you're using rice paper instead of a tortilla.
You know, one of my favorite things is that I
Rice
eat
paper
sometimes
also
these
lasts
days
longer
just
than
for
tortillas.
the experience. I do
Yes,
really
you
enjoy
darling.
them, or like cucumber cheese sandwiches. Those are lovely.
I don't know if I asked you this question. Are you allergic to holy? Any kind? Okay, good.
You know, I was musing about whether or not your blood would be good to drink.
But other than that, that's about it.
I said I was musing about whether or not your blood would be good to drink for a vampire.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Are you allergic to holy?
No, I'm not.
Interesting. Okay.
It's probably just
Well,
extra
the thing is
spicy.
that a lot of people think that we are, but it's not the holy magic that itself that affects us. It's the true faith
Maury
that
says
often
my
accompanies
light
holy magic
tastes
that
spicy,
doesn't.
but we had
So if
theories
someone
on
really
that.
believed that blood would kill you, it would?
If their blood, yes. If someone very truly believes with the entirety of their being that holding up a crucifix will repel or damage a vampire, then yes, it will.
There was a show me and Angel watched where their explanation of why vampires were repelled by crucifixes was that their vision was was so specifically designed to track prey because they're predators that if you put them in a crucifix, it confuses them and they get stunned for a second. They're like, "Well, what is that?"
Silly.
Wasn't it something about throwing little bits of things on the floor, like grains of rice everywhere, and then you scatter?
Oh yes, Dracula had that problem. Dracula had a strange compulsion where if a bunch of small objects were scattered across the floor, he was compelled to count all of them.
He was just
For
autistic.
example, with sharks. If you hit a shark on the nose,
It's
it
possible,
completely
yes.
disorientates them.
No, the thing is that where I'm from, Dracula is quite abhorred in
The thing with that
society
is,
because he was so messy and
at one point, vampires were humans.
big masquerade breach that Immortal wrote an entire
But I
book
think
about him.
Something. Because I like to think because of something having to do with vampirization alters their physiology. I didn't say it was completely foolproof, but it makes sense to me.
Worried that Holy would bother me.
Huh.
Alters their perception of things.
I don't know where you are, but
Some
you
things they used to perceive
said
as
that you're most
threats
likely
will
a
be
witch or a
human,
hag of
they
some
don't
kind, and
perceive
I
as
know
a
that
threat.
they don't like holy. So I thought I would ask.
Due to their altered
Is a
physiology.
derogatory term for me. More or less, I'm just an alchemist, but what I am racially is a aberration, actually.
Well, but still, wouldn't that also be affected by holy?
Not always. There are a lot of different types of aberrations.
Sort of like an eldritch entity.
We also have to keep in mind this is the greater metaverse. There are a lot of different kinds of. All of us.
Common tongue has the same word for many different things, unfortunately.
Like over there,
Okay,
that one,
so
that
I
one
have
with
to
the
hold
pink
on to
hair is
something
also a vampire,
to
but they're a
ask,
different type
otherwise
of
I
vampire
can't
than
just
that.
assume.
No, that's you're entirely fair in your questioning. I'm just saying, as a general statement.
Yeah, so one thing that confused me was that one there with the pink hair. She's also a vampire, but not a canite, and she's capable of eating normal food and going out in the sun. I think.
Interesting.
I can't eat normal food. Well, I can, but I can't keep it
feel
down.
he can eat some foods, but
Wait, I have a random question.
his diet is limited.
So, because we were talking about charm magic earlier, which, by the way, charm magic's very, I don't like it. But regardless,
neither do I.
We talked about true faith hurts you specifically. So if someone is charmed to genuinely believe something, wouldn't that hurt you?
It could.
Oh, okay.
Depending on how firm the convictions were.
Well, it's compulsion, so probable.
Funnily enough, that is the thing that bothers me. When someone is charmed, that would harm me because I would be able to see it. And then it would cause me to go blind for a bit.
The discipline that allows me to charm people.
Oh, I just realized.
I was charmed for over a year.
What?
Many years ago. A countess took interest in me. Decided I was hers.
I did.
Oh dear.
And for over a year I was.
Oh, they did.
I hope they do.
My dear, they're undead, so technically yes. As for are they walking around, I have no idea.
There wasn't any
It's been several hundred
plan.
years, who knows? Unfortunately, I hope they... Well, no, fortunately, I hope they are gods. I'm sorry, I've been talking in the Elvish tongue for the past 6 days. I have to get reacquainted with this 3 languages and a trench coat horrid... I hate common.
Agreed.
Yes, common is quite terrible.
Cosa te quieres, caro locura? Common is bullshit.
On YouTube called Casual Geography.
What the kivara?
I'm gonna walk over here now.
Father.
Thank you.
When the fuck did you learn primordial? Hold on. How long have you been able to speak this?
Did they get...
Long time, dear.
Okay. A long time for you. Okay, so you learned how to speak it while you were still in another plane.
Hello.
Oh, are you harmed by Holly?
Okay. That explains why I'm only just learning about this now.
I'm Holy, so let's make sure that it didn't harm you in some capacity.
Gotta have some fun.
Might push it to 1.
Touche.
But
You might. I am unsure.
Okay, then.
Plus, woman has to have her secrets.
I'm still caught up in this countess. You did not tell me about this.
My dear, there was a time in my life that I try very hard to forget about.
Yes,
Yes, and you probably make it so it is easy to do that.
Did you manage to get what you needed?
I might head out, but I do need to pick up some stuff while I'm here.
You got enough.
Yes, Constance,
Yes.
what is it? Oh,
Spirits
fine.
help me if I show up and I don't bring any
She
more
says
liquid
hello,
cat treats for
and
Gus.
congratulations on your marriage, the both of you. Sorry we couldn't attend
You're
you.
gonna enter a cycle where they're gonna get fatter and fatter.
Fine, darlings. Thank
Think
you.
nothing of it.
Whisper
Thank
does
you.
that. Whisper's extorting me now for
It's good to see you, dear.
BJ's.
Yeah, eventually
Indeed.
you learn
One for
how
each
to
head.
say no.
You didn't
Oh.
just do what you
I know.
said.
Hmm?
I know. But he helps look after my kid.
Oh. Oh.
It's a very important skill. And if they are your friend and they care about you, they wouldn't extort your children.
I agree.
Sheesh.
And if they do, then maybe they shouldn't
One
be
of the
around your
very
children.
few people I get along with from the Victorian
I don't think
age.
he's extorting my children.
Otherwise, it's Kise, and that's about it.
No, what I mean by that is that you said
No, that's about it.
he looks after my kids. That was a cost.
I'm not sure when that is,
You
but
said if I tell him no, he looks after my kids. If he gets pissed, then no one's gonna
If
look
I
after my kids.
remember correctly, 1700s, probably around
I
there.
don't think he
I'm a Viking.
looking after the kids, but I think he'd be a lot more
It
sneaky
would
with
have been
me,
the
and I just don't want to deal
14th,
with it.
16th century, thereabouts, so
Yeah,
to
in accordance
speak.
with
They were around for
law,
quite a long
they
time,
did
so...
stick to their charges for
That we were.
amounts of time.
Life usually,
The,
or on
the
life because you're
children
dead.
are his charges, so...
This place is
Yeah. Okay.
By the
I just
way,
wanted to make sure
Kise,
you
I
were.
may be dropping by some offerings by
No, the only
you know.
one that truly extorts me is Maddie.
estate soon.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, dear. We're still technically on honeymoon. We're just stopping by to say hello between things. But we should be back next week or so. Thanks. Unless we extend it.
To a certain extent, they're Pokemon. They're
But technically, I am at my shrine no matter what. I'm here, and I am also at my shrine.
I also capitulate to Maddie because I know if I
Well, I would make you divide your attention from your birth or something. Don't worry, dear.
Well, technically, I have to do that now as a call me now that I've attached myself to a proper shrine. I'm doing it anyway. It is the whole part of having multiple souls now.
Oh,
I've seen Mother when she's pissed. There's no more dealing with.
To an extent, yes. I'm getting used to it. It just...
it's completely fine. When she has to dip into the shrine and take care of things, it gives me a moment to breathe.
Right eye violently twitch.
She's insatiable.
Just run.
Oh, how dare you talk about our honeymooners people.
Spin.
That is between you and me.
They spin.
I was just saying in general, my dear.
And I wasn't going to tell them about how you needed an ice pack.
Now. Save all of the gossip for when you get back for good, dear.
Oh, trust me, there's never a time when I'm not having gossip. There will still be plenty left over.
Now I need to return home because I've got a great deal of potions to make. Someone ordered 350 vials of elasticity potions, and I want to stream my bloody heads off.
Ooh, I wonder.
Oh, I know why, dear. So many
They're
partners are getting...
They're stockpiling it or trying to satisfy that many at once.
Dear, the amount of people who are partners with a size difference in the metaverse is horrendous. It's
Darling, I know we had the partnership of the 9 heavens for so long, and that was one of the major potions.
Couples who have massive size differences.
What is this?
you! Quiet, you!
Anybody like that?
Oh, it's not me and Shinobu at all. No. Or me and Hans.
Yes, I can imagine porcelain's very stretchy.
Nothing like that.
I don't want to
Not
know.
like that is
No, it's not.
However,
I'm going home. I'll see you all later.
See you when we get back, Jaden.
apparently Hans has gotten an affinity for testing my potions. I had to get on to him because he tried a wild magic potion while I was out. I wanted to see the side effects.
That is rude.
Oh, shush, it's all of my potions are consent-based. If the effects were something he did not want, it would not happen.
Luckily, Sika knows better than to test my Kizami when I'm not there.
One of my favorite additions that I've made for the other types of potions that I sell at my shop, I had a problem with people coming in and taking poisons and acting like I didn't know what they were going to do. Dear, I used to be an adventurer. I'm well full know that you're taking those potions to drop them in some pump somewhere at a royal house. Shush. So, to combat this, I took all of my potions off the shelf. I went back to my laboratory, and I started engineering a what was it? A consent-based ingredient. Essentially, if the person is taking a potion and they are not conscious of the potion or the effects or anything like that, it will not activate.
Oh, that's quite good.
I hope you don't put those in health potions.
No, dear.
Okay.
And poisons, darling.
Oh, I thought you said potions. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about this reservation.
Except, now I am as well. We've been talking about food for so long.
It's not you turning your head every so often and catching a glimpse of her cleavage. No, it's not that at all distracting your mind.
Oh, she doesn't have to be in the same room to distract me.
No. Especially not in the one flesh column that you set up for me.
The amount of times that Constance has appeared in front of me wearing something alluring is too far for me to count. I dropped a potion last week because she appeared in front of me in that tray. The bloody nerve.
Oh, you know nothing about that. No, not at all. Never.
Oh, I loved it. I loved every ounce of it. But at the same time, my potions. Those ingredients are not hard to come by.
Kise could be wearing several layers of clothing without showing an inch of skin, and she'd still be the most beautiful thing in the room.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Well, that is true. That is Zoida.
It's the same way for Constance.
Just a little bit of the nape of the neck.
Just talking to her or any other of my partners makes me immensely happy, dear. I don't need to be in the same room.
Yeah. I love them.
Oh, hush.
Oh, Jamie.
Oh.
I'm trying to have a
Can you fly?
conversation. I can't hear them talking you in my
I've been
head at
trying.
the same time.
I know that feeling.
Flying sounds like a breeze.
How dare you?
It's supposed to make you never flown
Yes,
before.
I can read thoughts.
You know very well a certain individual is very loud when they're in my head.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Whispering into your ear.
Now.
No.
Deal with my spell typing.
Are you certain?
The consequences of
because I have business to
people
handle
have
elsewhere.
magical healing moves.
Oh boy, look at the time.
The normal
10 minutes until our reservation. We should head out.
takes
Oh, yes, probably.
while.
You're not like Indra, who heals by.
Have a good night, darlings. We have honeymoon to get back to.
No.
Indeed.
Oh, have fun.
Good to see you, dear.
Good to see you up and well.
Yes, dear.
I'm glad to be up and around. I was stuck in home for 3 weeks that I was bored. I got through a lot of movies though.
Well, I suppose as long as there was entertainment.
But yes, we need to be off. Otherwise, we're going to be late, and I paid a fortune for this reservation.
Go treat yourselves.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
See you next time.
It is.
Good night.
I know my friends are, or my friends
We bought all the courses, especially the dessert.
And you will be able to eat your fill, and my fill as well.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the reservation.
All right. Then let's head out, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mary Mother. Yeah, I thought.
What the fuck
my
did you
tracking
do to
on
your
my leg got scuffed.
Oh.
No, my tracking on the leg has been scuffed for like the past hour.
What happened to your I mean, what the pain?
Oh, that was my knee. My right
Damn.
knee.
Because you keep standing the entire time.
When I was younger. Well, I'm fine until the moment I go to sit down. That's when it becomes unfine.
Oh yeah, because your legs are probably like mostly locked for hours.
No, I don't try to lock my legs. And I do.
You never. It's not about trying to. It just happens.
I try to consistently move around. That's why.
Are your arms okay?
It looks like I'm. Oh yeah, no. I normally. This is how I normally stand. I'll sit there at a movie or at a concert with my arms crossed, watching the entire time for like hours on end. So
yeah, well, like that's sitting, so that's different.
No, I'm talking about standing.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure. It's like the moment I moved, you're like immediately like.
Oh no, that was because I was trying to subtly check the time without it being obvious.
Ah. Yeah. What's time? One tracker's at 69%. Nice.
Nice.
Alright, y'all. That's where I'll end the stream. Thank you all for joining me. I should be back tomorrow for a bit for Langfork, I believe, unless my body is like, fuck you.
Oh, excuse me. I'll have to plug in the track straps.
Yeah.
When I get out. I think I've got them down to how long I can use them in between charges.
Good to know.
I try because I'm very conscious of like battery life. I try to make sure I prolong them as the any batteries I have as long as I possibly can, so they
Yeah, no, I get that.
last longer.
Mm-hmm. I
guess
still
that
can't
also
get the damn
stems from the
thing
fact that
to.
I'm consistently broke and can't afford to replace things.
That's fair.
Until
That's
I
fair.
absolutely need to.
It still won't let me click on the fucking button so I can
do intend to
raid shit.
buy
So
a spare
send some love to your favorite streamer for me. If it let me do shit. God damn it. Wait, will it let me do it with this? Maybe. Let me see if I can do it with. I'm just trying to see if I can raid without fucking up shit. Maybe? Damn, now there's an ad. Fuck. Hi,
Heiny.
Hello.
We literally just got out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to go in.
Have fun.
Oh, please.
And it, like the last like 8 minutes. Ish minutes.
Yep.
Let's see.
No, he's not.
Is Hearn still going?
Who?
Send y'all to Hearn.
Let me call him.
Do you mind if, so long as there's a security member, that we extend a little bit?
Oh.
I think the only security in there is
Rika and Jaden.
Jaden. No,
And Roland.
Jaden's not
can
there.
also be security.
Oh, right,
He
Jaden left.
changed
Yeah, you're right. He changed to Jerry.
yeah, he
right.
changed
Zante is security, though.
True. So I guess that'd be a question for Wolf when you get in there.
Yeah, that would be a question for Wolf.
What you do to me? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Let me send y'all to Hearn. If I can do that, I'll see if I can.
Oh goddamn. Oh, it's been raining all day, so my dogs haven't been able to go out regularly.
Oh no. Let's see. Well, let me.
Do it again, I swear. I'm not gonna flinch.
There we go. It worked. Holy fuck. Okay. Send some love to Hearn. Like I said, I should hopefully be back tomorrow for some Lang Fork.
Can't wait for him to be in his black era.
So until next time, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Good night.
That'll be so fucking cool.
Asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to